Hi, this is Richard C. I'm a math tutor here with Wyzant, answering questions submitted by a student. This is a tough question, requires a fair amount of algebra, and it's not easy to answer. Um, we have the equation of this line, and the line is going to be drawn in the first quadrant, and it's going to look something like this. Because we're interested in forming a right angle here, we're interested in the area of this right triangle here. So it's just a matter of finding the intercepts. So let's just start with that. So when x equals 0, we get y is equal to, let's see, negative 2m, because it's going to be negative 2m and then plus 5. So we can label this point here negative 2m plus 5. So the other intercept is when y equals 0, and that's going to give us negative 5 is equal to mx minus 2m, or 2m, just bringing over the 2m now, 2m minus 5 equals mx. Divide by m, we have 2m minus 5 all over m is going to be x. So this point here can be labeled 2m minus 5 over m. Now we know the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So in this case, the area of the triangle is going to be 1/2 times 2m minus 5 over m times negative 2m plus 5. So that's part A for the two intercepts. And now we're working on, this was part A here. Now we're working on part B here for the area. And they want the area to be 36. And then the last question, show why the area of this triangle has to be at least 20. So to get the detailed answer here for this part B, and to see why the area has to be at least 20, we could do this with algebra, but I decided to do it with just a grapher. If you have a graphing calculator, or you can use an online grapher, which is what I did. And I'm just going to bring that in now. Okay, so let's get this over here where we can see it. Okay, make it a little smaller. Don't want to make it too much smaller because then we won't be able to read the question either. But I think you can see it now. Okay, so this parabola looking thing, this is not a parabola. This equation here for the area is not a parabola. The numerator is parabolic, but not, and you're dividing by m here. But this is the area based on m, so the x-axis is m and the y-axis is area, and you can see when the area is 36 is just here. And let me just toggle over to calculator to get you that exact value. It's at that intersection, -1/2, comma 36. So you can't see it here. You can't get it exactly, but this is y equals 36 here, or I should say area equals 36, and this point of intersection here is -1/2, comma 36. So that's just from graphing the line y equals 36, and then the other line, this would have been y equals, over here, m instead of m, I'm using, m is the x-axis. So that answer is point B. So here, if you set this area to 36, you're going to get m equals -1/2. Okay. As for y, the area has to always be 20. You can see when you graph the function here, the area function, you can see that it doesn't go below 20. The exact coordinate there is -2.5, -5/2, comma 20. So I'll just fill that in. That point is -5/2, comma 20. As I say, you could use a graphing calculator or an online grapher like the one I used. If you have to do it by hand, you're going to have a heck of a time. It's going to be pretty tough. Fair amount of algebra here. I would clear out that 2m first and multiply both sides by 2m, get that out of there. Then you have to FOIL the left-hand side and solve. To show that the area has to be greater than or equal to 20, you'd have to set the area greater than or equal to 20 somehow and play with that. I think really this is very well suited to a calculator. Hopefully your teacher isn't going to disallow the use of a calculator on this problem, but that's how you would go about solving it using a graph or graphing calculator. Okay, so I hope this was helpful to you, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.